Fantastic You. March 1, 2015. No matter what someone has told you, regardless what you may think of yourself, there is nothing wrong with you. How often do you think something must be wrong with you because you are unable to do what others can, or be at the same level of understanding as others, or be further ahead in your personal or spiritual interests? When you begin feeling overwhelmed and uncertain, remember, dear ones, there is nothing wrong with you. You are fantastically you. Tell yourself by actually speaking aloud so you can hear your voice that you are okay and nothing is wrong with you. You may feel silly for doing this at first, but you will feel better. What you are doing here, dear ones, is accepting yourself. It is one of the hardest things for many of God's precious children to do. You have a hard time accepting that there is nothing wrong with you simply because you are too focused on what you don't do well or struggle with. You forget that you are also filled with just as many strengths. How others think of you is not who you are. Even if you shape your life around another person's perception of you, it is not you. You are you, period. Maybe you have forgotten your real self, or been too busy making others happy to meet your true, authentic, fantastic you. Isn't now the perfect time to get better acquainted with you? When you tell yourself, "There's nothing wrong with me," what does that mean to you? Does it go against the broken ideal you have of yourself and make you feel uncomfortable? Dear ones, precious children of God, you are good enough, you are worthy, and you are so loved. Don't make the faults you have be what describes who you are. Everyone on this planet has faults. No one is perfect. In order to improve your way of being, you first must improve your way of thinking and let go of the negative habit of sabotaging your own self with negative thought forms. It is only natural to want to improve yourself, but first accept that you are okay just as you are. Many dear souls jump into new situations, they don't think beforehand, and they do this rash movement in hopes it will instantly reject and push away all the weak stuff. It doesn't work that way. Within you are good parts and not so good parts, and they make you, you. It is necessary to accept your whole self just as you are, with love and compassion. You will see, dear ones, that there is nothing at all wrong with you. God has made no mistake in your creation. If you could see yourself in God's eyes, then you will see with all your strengths and weaknesses that there is nothing wrong with you. You are not meant to look like each other, or have the exact same abilities or qualities. You are meant to be different. And it is your individual differences that unite you with others. Your differences were never meant to cause separation. Even your physical body is not meant to be the same. As you age, your body changes. It is not the same as you were 20 or 30 years ago. But your bodies are not truly you either. They are merely abodes of flesh for your soul to abide in for your current lifespan. From the moment you came into the world, there was nothing wrong with you. You cannot pass blame to any illness or birth defection for any inadequacies, as many of them are beyond your control. But you are able to control how you think of yourself and to carry this positive energy into everything you do. Even if you exhibit harmful behaviors and negative attitudes, these can be changed by changing your perception, by giving yourself the love and compassion you truly deserve. Your mental and emotional faculties are not meant to be filled with chaos and drama. You do have the power and capability to bring peace and love into your thoughts as much as you do when you choose anger and hostility. It's just a matter of choice. At the core of your being, that precious spark that lights your soul urges you to choose love, to choose peace, and to see that as a child of God, there is nothing wrong with you. Being able to accept yourself is incredibly important. When you are able to completely and fully accept who you are, just as you are, including all your faults and perfections, then you will be able to approve yourself just as you are. Life will change for you in brighter, new ways, as you open yourself up to love yourself and to see yourself from the same light God sees you. Just because you are able to accept yourself just as you are, doesn't mean you are unwilling or don't want to bring new, positive changes into your life. It is quite opposite. Accepting yourself just as you are, approving yourself for who you are, changes what limited beliefs you had. It brings you to a most rewarding adventure of exploring the truth of yourself and finding out who you truly are. And this adventure, dear ones, will keep you busy for your entire life, as learning of yourself is a continuous journey that brings together the heart and soul for the betterment of you in all interior and exterior life. When you are at peace with your whole self, then happiness surely will be found. You will wonder or wish you had taken the time to find yourself earlier and to realize that no matter what your weaknesses are, there is nothing wrong with you. Being the explorer of your own truth will provide you with so much information about yourself, information that cannot compare to any book or anyone's well-intended guidelines. Discovering you is found when you take the time to meet yourself, naturally just as you are, learning all the reasons why you do things, accepting what is weak and approving who you are when all is done. There is no magic eraser to rub out your mistakes or areas you may have faulted in. They are there to remind you that there are other ways to do things and to give you the encouragement to find those ways and make them work. Accepting yourself, seeing every action you take in a new, fresh light, will provide you with the ability to see there is nothing wrong with you. Believe, beautiful children of God, that you are worthy of your own approval. If God can love you for who you are, then you can love yourself the same way. It is that simple. A change in the way you think will change how you feel about yourself and about life in general. When you learn to really love yourself and to accept yourself, then the world opens up around you, bringing you to the joy, happiness, and peace you have evaded for years simply because you kept in your thoughts something was wrong with you. Remember, dear ones, there is nothing wrong with you. No matter if your thought processing is slower than others, if you have more aches than others, if age is adding more weight to your body, if your hair is thinning, or any other physical label you can give yourself, there is nothing wrong with you in God's eyes. It is only you that sees yourself in the harsh light you often place over yourself. Take the time to reacquaint yourself with the true you. Push aside what others think and embrace you for all the fantasticness that you are. By becoming more positive-minded of yourself, you will be compelling yourself to choose differently, more positively, and to see yourself as someone worthy of the same love and compassion you tend to give to others. You, dear ones, are worth the same love and compassion you give away, so before you give your love and compassion to others, give the same to yourself. Your journey will be much brighter for the love-filled efforts you give to yourself. I am Melchizedek through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com